Hello and welcome to a new week of meals. Another week of throw together stuff, culminating in one final dinner that actually took a bit of effort. So, starting off with some baked tacos. So, I'm just doing my ground beef here. I'm adding some taco seasoning. This one's a little bit different because I decided to add some picante sauce. I had some paste picante sauce, so I added that. I also had some cheese sauce, so I'm adding that as well. Just makes it a nice creamy kind of texture for the baked tacos. So I'm just going to mix everything together and then assemble those in my taco shells. I've got these stand-up taco shells that made it really easy. So initially I was going to put it in this small little container, but realized they just weren't going to fit. So I switched to my other baking dish, and I'm going to stack three of them, or line four of them up, and then I'm just going to fill that with some cheese at the bottom. Going to put the meat and then more toppings and some cheese on top. So you'll see here, I decided to go ahead and add some cheese to the bottom, kind of act like maybe a little waterproofy kind of thing, so that the corn tortillas, I just can't talk today, so that the taco shells wouldn't get soggy from the meat in case they were just sitting for a bit. I'm only making 4 right now because Colin was out with friends, so it's just me and Rob. And here you go with the taco filling, the taco meat. So I'm just going to put that in there. You can add any other toppings as usual as you like. So once the meat is in here, I chopped up some tomatoes and some olives, just keeping it really simple, and that's going to go into the oven after I top with a bit more cheese. So I'm topping with some Mexican shredded cheese on top, since I ran out of the cheddar that I used for the bottom of the tacos. But this is just going to go into the preheated oven just until the cheese melts. Everything is pretty much, everything's cooked for the most part, except for the veggies that need to be warmed through and the cheese to melt. So once that is done, this is what it looks like. I'm going to top with some sour cream and some tapatio. Go for some guacamole if you like. We didn't have any, so I'm just going to do these here. And these were so yummy. I actually really like the creamy sort of taco filling style. So I think I'm going to keep that in my arsenal. Some paste picante sauce, or just some sort of salsa, something like that, and some cheese sauce. It makes it really nice. So kind of like nachos in taco form. So here we go. That is the first meal of the week. So next night I was going to do some burgers with some air fried potatoes, but alas, it was just me tonight. So Rob was late. I didn't realize he was going to be. Colin was out. So I've got some Yukon Gold potatoes that I have just chopped up here, or cubed, and then I stuck them in the oven to bake until they were nice and tender and golden brown on the sides here. I served with an aioli sauce that it was just mayo, some hot sauce, some minced garlic. It was so good, and that was basically my dinner. Let's just call it tapas. This is sort of like my tapas tonight. So this was what I ate the following night. Next throw together dinner, I wanted to use up some of the pizza dough that I had bought from Trader Joe's. So I bought one packet of pre-made Trader Joe's pizza dough. It was sitting in the fridge. I was like, I need to use this. So I made 4 little pizzettes, mini pizzas. I made 4 little mini pizzas. 2 of them gonna top with some cheese, like a cheese blend, the Mexican cheese blend, because I don't have any mozzarella. I'm just using what I have. We're going on vacation soon, so I didn't want to go to the store and buy a whole bunch of stuff, so this is why we've got these throw together meals. For one of them, I'm going to do just olive oil and minced garlic, a bit of Parmesan cheese on top of that, so you'll see that at the end. And then the last pizza, mini pizza I'm going to do is like a taco pizza. Again, using up the tomatoes and the olives that I had from the first meal. So here are the 2 cheese pizzas. These are for Colin. He's just going to do the Mexican shredded cheese here. And yeah, you'll see just me assemble it. And then for the taco pizza, it's just leftovers from the baked tacos. So that's exactly what I'm doing right here. And there you go, ready for the oven. So there's the Parmesan cheese on top of that, the leftover taco meat, which is the perfect amount that we had left over. So 2 pizzas, 2 cheese pizzas with the marinara sauce, and there's the taco pizza, and then the garlic parm right up there. So just bake that at 425, I think, for about 10 minutes or so until they were golden brown, ready to eat. And last up, this is the fancy one for the week. We've got this. This was my clearance packet of St. Louis style ribs I got for like $6.99 or some ridiculously cheap price. This is my spice rub that I put together. I will link the recipe down below for what I used. And then we are coating the ribs with some mustard. I did remove the, I believe it's called silver skin or something like that. I did remove that from the back. So I'm just transferring this to a couple sheets of foil because I'm going to wrap this up to bake in the oven. So here we go, just rubbing the mustard in, then I'm going to top it with the spice rub, which is basically, I have some sweetener there. I used monk fruit, there's some garlic powder, onion powder, some paprika, salt and pepper. I believe that's it. Again, recipe will be down below. I think I did actually add some oregano and a dash of cumin. So you can just, use your favorite or make up your own. So here we go. I'm going to do that to both sides. I'm going to wrap this up in the foil, and then I'm going to bake this for a few hours, actually in the oven at 275. And then I'm going to open that up and put some barbecue sauce down. So, okay, I'm going to finish doing the second side here with a fresh ball of mustard. You'll see in just a second. Here we go. Fresh mustard, and that will go into the oven. transfer that back onto the baking sheet, so any drippings will be caught in the baking sheet here. So I did actually add a smaller piece of foil to cover that, just so that you know, it was sealed a lot more securely. So that again is going to go into the oven 275 for about 3 hours, and it was fall off the bone, delicious, tender, super yummy. The spice rub was really good, so again, just use your favorite. But yeah, this is going to go into the oven, and you will see the finished product very shortly. And here it is after 3 hours. You can see it's, well, you can't really tell, but it is nice and super tender, fall off the bone. It's just, you know, you could just slide the bones right off. But I'm going to add some barbecue sauce. This is some sugar-free stuff that I'm using. You can use regular barbecue sauce, make your own, whatever you like. I did serve a bottle of regular sweetened barbecue sauce on the side for Rob, since I know he doesn't really like the sugar-free, but and it's not as intense, you know what I mean, as a regular barbecue sauce. But I'm just gonna coat this here, brush it on. I'm going to put that back into the oven to broil for about 5 minutes, and there you go, finished ribs and a side of coleslaw, just mayo, vinegar, some pepper and sweetener, and there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the meals for the week. Super easy, and then this one here was really nice too, nice and tasty and hearty, you know, just a good way to end the week. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you taking the time to see what we've had for dinner this week, and I will see you in the next video. Take care until then. Bye bye.